it's Soul talking to Gayle, singer and songwriter. Hey girl, how are you?
I'm doing so well. How are you doing?
Good. Now, this is crazy because the interview came through and I'm like, what? Not on my favorite song. This is literally so dope.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
It,
Wow.
I know. And it's so funny because the first time that this song like ever popped in on the studio, of course, it was like the edited version, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, this slaps. Immediately went to listen. I was like, but I need the unedited version. I need the rage. And I'm like, yes, Queen, the anthem to our exes that we all needed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you not thinking I suck.
Oh my God, you're amazing. And you're only 17, and you've actually been doing this for a really long time, girlfriend.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute, honestly. It that kind of feels like a long time, but it also feels like that it's literally just like been a blip.
Amazing. So you lived in Dallas, now you're based in Nashville.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you better come to Ohio soon because you're like next door.
Yes, I went to Ohio like a couple months ago, but I want to go back. I want to go back.
Yes, Columbus needs you. We need to get everybody knowing about you. Let's jump right into it. ABCDEFU is your biggest breakout yet. And tell me how that even came to life.
I mean, it was one of those things where I was in this relationship and they they always just tried to like bring me down. Like this specific person, like they could not make themselves happy and they didn't want to be happy. Like they were the type of person to really like revel in their sadness, and me not I wasn't even like consciously doing this, but I guess part of me thought that I could fix that. Like I thought that like I could make him want to get out of bed and like want to make him happy and want to make him motivated. And like it worked for a little bit. And so when it was working, I put too much of my self-worth on being able to make him happy. And he relied on me too much on making him happy. And so when I couldn't make him happy, because I would try and make him happy by being happy and being like all of these positive things and all of these great things. And he would make me unhappy or say things to me to bring me down or bring up things to like do all of that just to make himself more comfortable with the way that he was feeling, and like I didn't know that. And so I thought I wasn't good enough, or I thought that like it was also the type of thing where like he put it in the perspective of like nobody else loves you in the way that I do. Nobody else gets you in the way that I do. Nobody else is going to be there for you in the way that I can be. Nobody else. And so like it made me not like trust the people around me and the people who love me the most in this world that really truly had my back, because he was like nobody else will love you in the way that I do, or he'll like poke holes and like and so because of that, like I stopped trusting the people around me. I stopped being a happy person. I like brought myself down to his level to make him more comfortable, and honestly he dragged me down. And it was one of those things where once I kind of got some space from our relationship, I realized in what ways I changed myself, and I got so mad that I changed myself to make him more comfortable. Like, what? Or even like I let him affect my perspective with my mother or my friendships. And like I always had to put him first. Like, even little stuff, like if I were to get a demo, I would have to send it to him first instead of my
No.
best friend, because he'd get offended. Like that type of stuff. It's very like controlling, and I didn't even know that it was controlling or manipulative or like gaslighting me until I was out of it.
Right.
And like being able to like look back and realize like, no, you were just being rude. Like there's a difference between respectfully telling somebody your opinion and disagreeing with them and just being rude and like doing things to purposely make me feel bad and like purposely make me insecure and make him the only person in this world that I would be able to trust. It was just like I was so mad. I was so mad, and I just felt so manipulated. And that anger kind of led to me writing ABC. And it also just became, because it was such little things that built up over time, and it like the little things affected who I became in that moment. Like I even like at the end of our relationship was like, loving you does not feel good to me. It does not look good. It does not make me better.
Not a good
Loving
look.
you is not a good look on me. I like that. Loving you is not a good look on me. Anyways, besides the point.
Future lyric, call me later about that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like one of those things where I got so mad, and it was such the little things that built up over time when I finally realized how much of an impact he made on me and how much of a negative impact he made on me. I was so mad, and my best friend saw it. She saw it the whole entire time, but she was being the best friend and just waiting for me to realize it. Because I literally remember crying to her, and I was like, right person, wrong time. And she was like,
oh, she's like, no, girl, he's got to go.
she literally was like, she literally was like,
Is this the best friend that also helped produce it as well?
She helped write it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, she wrote ABC with me, and then she also wrote the new song I released today called "You're Just Horny," and the sense of urgency, "You're Just Lonely." So
I know, and we're gonna hop onto that in just like a couple seconds because I listened to it and I saw the video, and I think every single person has felt that way before, and I love it. But I have to know, because I swear, like, I listened to ABCDFU on my way home from work, and literally I'm just like going like this, like on my way home, like and these semis are gonna think I'm flipping them off, but I'm literally just jamming out. What is your favorite lyric from the song so I can know when I'm jamming out?
I told everyone I'm a bitch, so I became it, because like it was one of those things, even with him, this should have been a red flag. But also, like, when you're getting into new relationships and you've never really fully experienced a red flag, like something that's a red flag in the beginning, you don't know how it's going to affect you long term if you've never followed through with that long term. And so there's a lot of red flags that I didn't know how they like manifest in like the futures. And one of the big red flags early on is that all of his exes were crazy and none of them talked to him, and none of his exes were in his life anymore. You know, like every single one of them has blocked him on something, no communication, like all of that. And I realized that once I got to the point where I didn't want to talk to him anymore, like I knew that I was going to instantly fall into that category no matter what. I realized that, like, oh, none of his exes are crazy, he's just a dick. You know, like,
it's you, not us. Like, you think it's the girls, but it's
not. And it was one of those things where I'm instantly going to fall into that category no matter what you say or what I'm going to do. So you know what? Okay.
Yeah. You know, toxic people, you can't help them like that. And when you see everything from a bird's eye view, you're like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Mm-hmm. One word to describe how it felt to just watch ABCDFU just freaking completely navigate the charts.
I'm trying to think like the best word. I would probably just say exciting, you know, or like surprising, you know, because like nobody could have expected what happened with ABC.
Like, you just never know. Like, every song's a lottery ticket.
Also, like, I cannot tell you what made people want to use the audio of ABC. I cannot, like, I know it's the thing that I saw that was, even when I saw anything being consistent with the trend or people started using the audios, when people started putting sign language to ABC. But I don't know what made somebody want to make that video, then somebody else to watch it and want to make a video like that, and for somebody else to see that and be like, oh, you know, it's cool, I can make my own idea. Like, I have no idea what started that jump in like 1,000 people wanting to make a video to 2,000 to 3,000. Like, I could not tell you.
It's insane. And I really think it's because you say what we're all thinking and what we don't like, you know, I was reading about you, you're very unfiltered, and I literally love that. As a young woman, I really hope that you keep that with you throughout your career, because that is one of the biggest things, being unfiltered, saying what we're all thinking and letting it out there, because that's how you like create so much change with women and just people in general. So you are freaking amazing. You're Just Horny dropped today. Tell me really quickly about that.
Basically what happened was I was friends with this person for a really long time, and there's a night where we crossed the line, and you know, things happen. things mistakes get made. But afterwards I started catching him in super little lies. Like, it was so subtle, and there's just things he couldn't keep up with that he didn't think I would catch, right? And so, like, first of all, when you catch him in a lie like that, it's like, oh, you think I was stupid enough to not notice? First thing. So, and then my mind kept wondering, like, why did you lie? Why did you feel the need to lie? Because it was one of those things where he kept up the lies until we did,
like, couldn't. Yeah.
And then afterwards, he just like stopped caring about it. And I was like, why did you lie? What else have you lied about? Like, what is this? And then also, he just started treating me differently. Like, he was just more snarky to me than he ever was. He wasn't as outgoing. And like, I just realized that all of the things that made me feel comfortable enough to do that with him in the first place was literally just a show to get into my pants. Literally. And I just felt like this conquest that the second he got it and I was this thing to conquer for him. And then once he did it, I wasn't as interesting.
Oh,
and
yeah, always.
Yeah. And it's like, I just felt used. I felt like this trophy. I felt like our friendship was taken advantage of for his benefit. I was so hurt and I was so mad. And me writing You're Just Horny was like me holding him accountable for his actions. Because I was just so, and I also was just so hurt. I never thought, because also like, I'm gonna be honest, this is not the, like, you know, sometimes when somebody's like really, really attractive and you're like, if you're an F boy, like, I get it. You know, like, if they're like, if they're like, you know, you're like, yeah. I get it. Like, I get why you'd be doing the things you do. That he got no excuse. He has no excuse. He is no. He is not one of those people where you're gonna look at him and be like, yeah, I get it. No.
I love it. Listen, boo, you better keep calling them out. I am loving everything that you're putting out into the universe. Where is the best place to keep up with you?
Instagram and TikTok, even Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I'm always just kind of posting like the same things, but I'm also doing different content pieces in some aspect on per platform. So
I love it. I love the little videos you post on your IG feed. You're like wearing that Reese's peanut butter t-shirt and you're like, sorry, you're allergic to peanuts, like, or something like that. I like died.
That's my manager, because she's allergic to peanuts. And after we spent like 2 weeks in a hotel with each other, my microaggression, which is wearing all the things that she's allergic to.
I died. I was like, she just called it a microaggression. I'm done. That was so funny. Anyway, Gayle, thank you so much. I am really, really excited to keep my eyes on you. And I hope that you're here in Columbus soon so everyone can see how dope you are.
Thank you. I appreciate you very much.